Is an eastern bluebird box. Eastern bluebirds are beautiful birds. The males will have bright blue dorsal plumage. Ventral plumage is orange, and they are in the Passeriformes order of birds, which means they are perching birds. And if you want eastern bluebirds on your property, you will want to put up 2 bird boxes, not just 1. And the reason for that is we also have house sparrows that like to nest in these cavities or these boxes, and they seem to be more aggressive than our eastern bluebirds. And so if you have just 1 box, you'll probably get house sparrows in that box. If you have 2 boxes in close vicinity though, house sparrows will probably take 1 of them, but they will most likely allow eastern bluebird pairs to occupy the second. And so what we generally see with bird species is they will carve out a territory, usually this time of year here in Michigan. This is April 25th, and this is right in the middle of breeding season. And so we have eastern bluebirds that have made a nest in this particular box, develop its territory through and defend it through song and aggressive behavior. And so we do have another bluebird box just down the hill here. And so this particular box currently has a bluebird pair nesting in it. They are off feeding right now. Bluebirds love this open field area. They generally eat insects, so they are insectivores. About 2/3 of their diet is insects, so beetles, grasshoppers, katydids, and then the other third of their diet is usually fruit. And so fruit-eating organisms, we call them frugivores. And so our eastern bluebirds eat both. They're insectivores and they're frugivores to a lesser degree. This particular tree is interesting as well. This is a honey locust tree. And so honey locust trees are commonly planted in cities, but they are of an ornamental variety that doesn't have these. So these don't make for good trees within cities along sidewalks because they have quite large spines on them, as you can see here. And so this is our wild species type of honey locust. So those that don't have spines would of course have been genetically modified through selective breeding. And what's really interesting about these spines is sometimes in the winter around here in Michigan, you can find little rodents impaled on these spines. And so there's a bird that is called the northern shrike. Lanius excubitor is the scientific name. It means the watchman executioner. And it's a really cool bird. It lives mostly up in Canada north of us, but in the winter months it might come down this far. But again, kind of a rare bird around here. It used to be believed that these northern shrikes would just wantonly kill mice, and they had something against them. But we find out that they actually can eat all the food that they capture at a time, and so they will impale a mouse on these spines, leave it until later, and then come back and eat it at a later time.